now.
Hello and welcome to Sick Folks of Cinema. My name is Ellis Hoffmeister and I will be your host for today. I guess I'm hosting. As always, we have Keith Graber with his cup of coffee.
Hey, how's it going? I was going to say something that rhymed it with that, but I didn't.
But I pushed through it. And then we have Stephen Bowman with his Towley impression. Is that what's going on?
Do you want to get high? No.
Yes, and hello. It's just the three of us today. Do you want to get high? That's what's happening. So Keith, what have you been watching?
Oh, me first?
You first. You're fucking first today.
I've come to the realization that I am the most boring at this because I don't watch a lot of stuff, but I have been watching some stuff.
Do you want me to do my impression of what you've been watching?
Yeah, do it.
I know this is really weird, but I've been watching a lot of, I watch the same kind of TV shows over and over to go to sleep because, I don't have a lot of time and I'm a chef and I have a bald head. And
eating personal facts
from the person that's totally balding as well.
It's gray.
And I know this is weird, but I watch Rick and Morty. That's like a go-to always. And okay, I'm done. Tell them that's what you've been watching.
That was pretty good, but totally inaccurate. I've been watching. I've been watching Archer. Yeah. My hair's growing in. I've been watching Archer, so you're way off. Fuck off.
Fair. That's a fair statement.
No, I have been watching. I've been catching up with the new season of Rick and Morty and Archer. Because they did a new season of Archer. Did you not know that?
I saw the trailers. Look pretty
cool.
Heard,
yeah.
Yeah. It was supposed to be done. It was supposed to be kaput after the last season. I think that was season 10. Now they're doing an 11. It's pretty good. It's pretty fun.
Nice.
They're sort of back to the old shenanigans. And they're losery like dealings. But also What We Do in the Shadows.
Ooh, yes. Taiko, yes.
Excellent.
Right.
Okay, now it gets nerdy. Now it gets real nerdy, guys. Ready?
Now we go from basic dude to nerdy.
No, I've been watching How It's Made. That's one of my favorite shows in the world.
Same.
It's like Sesame Street for grown-ups.
Yes.
Are there puppets though?
No, they just show you like how they make shit in a factory.
On shrooms, there might be.
Fair, full disclosure, it's 9 times out of 10. They're like, oh, it gets trimmed in the trimming machine, and then it gets painted in the painting machine, and then it gets packaged in the packaging machine, and then it gets shipped out. And you're like, okay, cool.
In the shipping machine.
How does the fucking shipping machine get made? I don't this is how semantics is made. It's weird. But no, it's sort of like one of those scientifically soothing, and by that I mean boring, so it makes you go to sleep kind of thing.
The one on Bourbon was amazing. The one on Bourbon was
your night
amazing.
Machine.
Yeah, it is. It's like my white noise.
Sleep machine. I'm like a night machine is apparently what I call it because I'm 87 years old. A night machine.
A night machine.
And that's it?
So no, I found, okay, I've never been a big meditator. Ellis is thinking of all the masturbation jokes right now, and that's fine.
I was just thinking that you don't seem like a meditator to me, so that doesn't shock me.
Maybe he's
I meditate in the corner, yeah,
and masturbating at the same time.
No, but there's a new show on Netflix. Dude, I never remember the names for these shows if they're new. I'm like, whatever. But there's a show. It's a series. There's a few episodes about meditation and a few episodes about sleep.
Oh, very important. Yes.
They explain so there's a little bit of scientific data about both things up front, and then they go through exercises for meditation. It's kind of helpful. I did one, felt cool. I don't know if I got smarter, dumber, if something fell out of my head. But
stillness helps teach you stillness.
It was worth watching. But stay tuned for more horror stuff. I promise I'll watch it someday.
One day. Stefan, what have you been watching?
Let's see. I'm very happy that Reservation Dogs on Hulu actually won some awards. Really good show on Hulu. If you haven't seen it, definitely give it a chance. It's very rare to find anything that actually speaks true of Native Americans or indigenous peoples. Really good show, and it's actually funny as shit. Like it's really good. And I'm sure you could tell that the creator is a huge fan of Reservoir Dogs by Quentin Tarantino. Also got to, I believe his name is James Wan's new film on HBO Max and in theaters, Malignant. I watched it, and at first I was kind of like, I don't know if I like this. And then the next day I thought about it, and I watched some other people give their perspectives. And now I fucking love it. I want to buy the goddamn movie. I really liked it. It's fucking crazy. Cry Macho, the new Clint Eastwood movie.
Did you like it?
I liked it. It has really good writing, but I don't see anybody today other than someone around all of our age range, maybe getting into it. Anything below that, probably gonna fall asleep. It's a slow burn.
You mean younger?
I like Clint Eastwood a lot.
Younger,
so I
love mid 70s to late 70s drama or thriller, stuff that's kind of slow burn type stuff. It's very slow burn. It's good.
Are there any scenes where he squints and says something racist?
Or wrestles with an invisible chair or something? And then Nightbook, which is produced, it's on Netflix and produced by Sam Raimi. Actually pretty good. Definitely give that a shot.
Nightbook? That's
Nightbook. And he produced it. Really good on Netflix.
You're carrying the show.
And he essentially, it's about this kid who writes these scary stories who everybody hates on, and this is all in the trailer, so I'm not gonna spoil anything. A witch hears him and lures him and traps him, again in the trailer, and demands to him, you're gonna write me scary stories every night, and if you don't, I'm gonna murder the shit out of you.
So it's Tales from the Dark Side, essentially.
Yeah, essentially. Yeah, really good. Some more of The Walking Dead, obviously. Season 2, which a lot of people hate, which is really weird when it's really Zatoichi, the blind samurai, in a world of blind people. And like in the trailers, only these small group of kids can see. But the world, due to a mass virus, everyone else is fucking blind and has adapted. Really fucking good. And then that's pretty much it.
I love it. That's pretty much it. You're like, So this week I watched Chud, which I had never seen before. Keith, have you seen Chud?
Chud is fucking good.
Like the original when it first came out.
Yeah, like OG
when
Chud.
It first came out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that would have been like 82, 83.
Do you remember what the name breaks down to?
No, but there was this kid in our neighborhood.
Humanoid.
Cannibalistic underground dwellers.
There was this kid
humanoid.
Yes, underground dwellers. Yeah, thank you.
There was this kid in our neighborhood who didn't wear any shoes when he ran around in the park, and we called him Chud, and his name is Chad, so we called him Chud instead.
It's the most Philly thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
I like how that's cool.
We watched Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2.
Ooh,
and by we, I meant my friends, but you could also just say multiple personalities, call it a day. Which I'd never seen the whole thing. I'd seen the whole first half many times, but I'd never seen the whole thing, which it's a hoot. It's hilarious. It's a hoot, nanny. The going with older movies, the Abominable Dr. Fives.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. Which I'd never seen, which was a lot of fun.
Classic.
Classic old Vincent Price, which is great.
I love Vincent Price.
The Guest, which I'd never seen before, which is a lot of fun.
Who's in that one?
That's oh god, it's Micah Monroe and the guy from Downton Abbey.
Okay.
Very Dan Stevens. It's very hot. That was good. It's that was great. It's the person who did You're Next, and I can't remember.
Ooh,
it's great. If you haven't seen it, I feel like you would love it.
Okay, I'll have to check it out. So that director, he's also on VHS 4, VHS 94.
Yes, yeah.
He did a one on there.
Okay, yeah, he's great. I'm blanking on his name, but I can see him in my mind. The remake of Cape Fear, which I love. I watched Monkey Shines the other day for the first time, and I'd never seen it. George A. Romero.
Oh yeah, anything George Romero.
Keith, you ever seen that Monkey Shines?
No.
No, he's
You,
like,
you,
I
you
don't.
might have
I
seen it, and
perform
not
them
even
all
known.
the time, though.
He shines his monkey. Don't worry.
Okay, I'm moving that along. Get out of the way. The Stepfather, which is one of my favorites.
Which one?
when I watch
Original or remake?
The original
Oh yeah, both
which
amazing.
is the
The
best.
original is the best, of course.
The
But the
original's the
remake's
best.
okay. Remake's okay.
It's
not
okay.
bad. Yeah, it's not
You
horrible.
know, it's not the worst.
Yeah.
Some riff tracks of Terror at 10 Killer and House on Sorority Row, which was fun, and then Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, which I love to just put on all the time, and she just came out. So congrats, Elvira. So yeah. So that was this week. So we watched Alexandre Aja's Oxygen this week.
Hold on.
What?
You're burying the lead. What about the new Super Mario movie? No, I'm kidding.
Oh, I also saw, well, there are lots of these. I see other films and TV shows, but I don't really talk about them as much on the podcast because I do mostly horror because I always have a pile of horror. But Shang-Chi as well, which was great. And I saw that. That was great. Back to Oxygen.
Yeah.
That's it. Oxygen. Back to Oxygen.
We've all got to breathe.
We've
all got to
We
breathe.
got it. So Oxygen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give my one quick description, and then I'm gonna have Steph. We'll go opposite order, and Steph.
I have a sheet.
I know. I bet you have a sheet. I've been
Page
learning
and a half of
notes. I just was imagining Keith the entire time.
I just have one note
the
here.
science of it is really upsetting to me, and I want it. My space knowledge.
Funny
I
you
have
should
to
mention that. I wrote down. Okay, so this was
Never
one
mind,
of my
Keith,
picks.
Just go.
Let's just let everyone know this was one of my picks if they follow the podcast. And sometimes you know I'm a little off with my taste, and sometimes I go for very psychological horror, which is really more of a psychological thriller. And so this movie is a questionable horror film, right? It is as being categorized as such.
It's a horror if you're claustrophobic, afraid of needles, afraid of mice.
It's a type of horror.
Afraid of your loved ones dying. Afraid.
I
of
think
being
it
stranded in
probably
space. It fills all my horror requirements.
It probably could be best described as a sci-fi psychological thriller, right? And so this is the first time I've ever seen that I can remember a sci-fi movie where the astrophysics is perfect, but the fucking thing that doesn't even make sense is all the medical shit. You know, like the medical shit feels wrong, and like, oh, you would never. She's putting needles back in and licking them. Sorry.
The licking was to get it so that it was wet. So it wasn't just a dry
okay. When they
needle.
open that pod in 34 years, it's going to be a goddamn bread mold inside there. Her whole body is going to be just.
She'll be fine. She'll be fine.
That's how you get infection.
She's encased in that thingy.
She's gonna turn herself to.
She put
kombucha.
that stabbing thing back in her
Spoiler
stomach.
alert.
No.
She's gonna be kombucha. It'll be fine. Keith.
Yeah, she's gonna be. Oh, Stefan nailed it. That's gonna be a.
You know what?
Tube.
Instead of populating the planet, it's gonna be she's gonna fertilize the planet. Come on,
She is.
That's right.
We got it.
Essentially, she'll
compost.
save it. She'll save it, right?
So
I've never seen that before, where they lose you on the medical science, but they nail the fucking astrophysics.
So Stefan, how did you feel about this?
I'm a huge fan of the French director. He's one of my favorites ever since I saw him do the Wes Craven remake for The Hills Have Eyes.
Oh, that's great.
Huge fan. Especially liked his take on Piranha, which the original was made by Joe Dante, but I love his take on Piranha. Mirrors with Kiefer Sutherland. High Tension is just fucking amazing. I can't wait to show that to Keith and Stina if they've never seen it. As far as this film, I really enjoyed the isolation aspect of it. Just the thought of being locked into this device or technology and not even remembering how you got there. That's pretty fucking scary. Spoiler alert, I think one of my favorite parts is when she finally is able to get visual of what's actually the fuck outside, And when you see that fucking body with the hole through the head, I was just like, hello.
What are the odds that fell on her pod? There's one of them, and there's a.
There was no one of them. There were more than one.
Yeah, but there was only one laying on top of a pod, and there was 8 million of those pods. She's like,
there was another. I think there was
it's so
another.
weird.
Well, it was floating.
But I really liked how they, it did have a
That was
Ryan
a jump
Reynolds.
scare. This is the one jump scare, by the way.
Yeah, I know how they had that what is it? Ryan Reynolds movie, Buried, I believe. I think it's called Buried, and I really thoroughly enjoyed that movie. Mm-hmm. I could see where some people may not like it,
or like
Phone Booth.
First 20 minutes of Kill Bill.
Yeah, or Phone Booth, where he's stuck in the phone booth literally.
Whenever she's in the box. Yeah.
Oh yeah, when she's buried alive. Yep.
That's volume 2, baby.
Oh,
that's volume 2.
But I like the isolation. I like how they utilized her trying to figure out a way to kind of remember, what's going on in sequence, so she can figure out, or come back with the memory. Certain things were predictable. Not trying to give my full review, but I did thoroughly enjoy for what he was able to do in that amount of time and the space. I really did thoroughly enjoy the building of isolation, of the loneliness, and just the sheer terror of her not even remembering where she was. Like even the moment when she gives the authorization to open it up, and everybody, she's being warned not to do that.
Yeah. Well, I agree with some of your points.
Yeah.
But I disagree with others. Like I feel like it was a little bit of a clip show,
Some things were predictable. No lie.
I don't I can deal with an ex machina, but when the ex machina is like, her memory came back. Guess what? Wow, now she remembers this exact thing. It's like, you're really just fudging your own writing at that point. You know what I mean? You're just really finding your own way to get a loophole somewhere. It's like she forgot and then she remembered. Woo!
I want to read Keith's screenplay.
No, my screenplay is 3 hours of somebody in a box who forgets stuff and then all of a sudden remembers it. And
it's 3 hours.
They can't breathe, but there's a robot there who can just divert oxygen, and they don't find that out to the end. They're like, oh, why did I make all those stupid phone calls then? This is weird.
And that's take too long. That's where I was thinking at some point, and I'm glad I was sort of wrong. I thought it was going to be kind of like Space Odyssey, the Kubrick thing, right? I was thinking maybe the AI itself was just trying to calm her down, and in a sense was the voice of everything, right? And was only trying to kind of subdue her and lie to her and imitate different things in order to kind of keep her somewhat rational, to give her a sedative so she could die peacefully. So it was just doing, but
can I tell you when the AI lost me?
Oh, okay. Where
there was a point, it was actually towards the end. It's probably
the
final third of the movie, but the AI at one point said 2003, and I'm like, nope, not AI. That's a moron millennial. Nope, doesn't know what numbers work. Nope.
People say that all the time, but
yeah, they're wrong each time. Each and every single time, they're wrong.
Keith is the worst.
Yeah. 2003 is the number 2000, and then
that's what I say,
3.
and I don't give a fuck.
You're saying a math equation for someone to figure out the year.
2003.
2003. Okay, so 2000 plus 3. Oh, it was the year 2003?
Keith thinks he's above other people in terms of numbers. He's a big number head with the numbers. Keith, how else did you feel? You have sheets. You have sheets of this.
This is second grade shit. I'm not above. I'm above first graders for sure. I'll admit it. I'll cop to that.
He loses his shit over 2003.
I'm a big man because I'm above first graders.
It's an and that we use all the time. That's how